Spring Lake Campground is a Sonoma County regional park located in Santa Rosa, California. Spring Lake allows both tents and trailers. The maximum trailer length is 31 feet. The parking pads are paved and most of them are fairly level. Spring Lake is a dry campground, which means there are no water or electrical hookups. There is drinking water available. There are also spigots throughout the campground that you can use to fill up your RV freshwater tank. There is also a dump station available right at the campground. The sites themselves don't offer very much privacy, but it is a really small campground, so privacy isn't really a big issue, and the sites are fairly large. It's easy to see your neighbors, but that never really feels like a problem. The sites are pretty large and you feel like you have your own space available, and the kids always have plenty of room to explore right at camp. Each site does have a tall metal fire pit, a metal bear box, and a picnic table. There are flush toilets available, and there are also showers. And the campground has both trash and recycling available. The campground itself doesn't have any supplies or a store, but this campground is in the middle of a town. So it's right in the town of Santa Rosa, and there are a ton of supplies around. So if you did forget something, it's really easy to go out and grab it. We had good coverage with our Verizon cell coverage. We were able to get a pretty good internet signal right at camp. There is no Wi-Fi available, but it did not feel like it was necessary since it does have a good cell signal. At this campground, you will see lots of oak trees. There are primarily oak trees around. And as far as animals go, we always see deer. We sometimes also see turkey, and then at the lake, you'll see ducks. Now let's talk about some of the activities that you can do while you're staying at Spring Lake. The first is the lake itself, Spring Lake. So Spring Lake is right next to the campground. You can even see it from several of the sites. It's a short walk away. And the lake has a nice paved path all the way around it. So it's really easy to hike around it or bike around it. It's stroller friendly, dog friendly. It's a really easy trail to go around. Along that Spring Lake trail, there is also a fitness circuit. So the lake has a fitness circuit with 18 different stops where you can stop and work on a different exercise. This is normally really entertaining for the kids. They don't do most of the exercises correctly, but it's a lot of fun for them to stop and try and learn some of the different exercises. You can also go fishing. So the lake offers some great fishing opportunities. If that's something that you're interested in, you could fish right there at Spring Lake. You can also go kayaking. There's a boat launch area in the lake that you can use for kayaks, or you can even rent one there. There's also a swimming lagoon at Spring Lake. So it's open seasonally. It's normally open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and you can go and swim in the lake. There's even an inflatable water park that they add in the water. And after the swimming season ends, there are normally a few weekends where they allow dogs to swim in the lake. Another thing you could do is visit the Environmental Discovery Center. So they actually have a museum there at Spring Lake, and that could be a fun thing to do, especially if you have younger kids with you. And another fun thing to do at Spring Lake is go hiking. So we did talk about the trail that goes around the lake, but in addition to that, there are several paths all around. So there's not just that paved path around the lake, but there are several other hiking trails that you could take in that same area, and they are all dog friendly. You can also walk to Howarth Park from the campground. It is a bit of a walk. We've done it with the kids multiple times, but it's a little over a mile. But it's a pretty easy walk, and Howarth Park is a lot of fun with the kids. There are multiple playgrounds there. There's a ton of different play equipment that the kids can run around and climb on and get some energy out. They even have a finger skateboard park. There is also a train, a merry-go-round, and a petting zoo, but those are only open seasonally. And then the last fun activity when you're staying at Spring Lake Campground is to go explore the town of Santa Rosa. So as we said earlier, this campground is right in the middle of a town. So if you want to go check out a new restaurant or go shopping, there are lots of opportunities to do that right near the campground. The current cost to stay at Spring Lake Regional Park is $41 a night. If you'd like to see our favorite campsites at Spring Lake, I'll add all those details to the full blog article. Just click the video description to get a link to that article. I hope this helped give you a better idea if camping at Spring Lake Regional Park would be a good fit for you and your family. If it did, please subscribe. Thanks and happy camping!